you guys. I'm praying this isn't too bright, you guys. It's really sunny today. Hold on, let me adjust it. It's really sunny out here, and I hope it looks decent. I don't know, decent enough for you guys to see. I put my hair up in a little bun today, so I'm just trying out different styles just to see if I could push the style a few more weeks. Today I wanted to do a girls chat, a little car chat. I actually I'm at the mall. I'm getting ready to go into Dick's Sporting Good. Kyrie just started soccer, and I have to get him the little soccer cleats. I've been wanting to talk about this topic a lot. I'm not going to be a person that turns all my content into this, but I feel like some of my like girl chats or discussions or even live videos, I'm going to cover these topics because they are important to me. They are relevant to me, and it's a part of my life as well. I just want to say I've been in therapy. Therapy is really important. Black people in general needs to stop having a stigma against therapy or psychiatric help or any type of mental health situation. Black people need to stop being so ashamed of it or embarrassed of it. I also believe in I don't want to say self-therapy, but it is kind of like self-therapy, self-help. I believe you should, if possible, self-therapy yourself if possible. If you're ready for accountability, owning your own mistakes and issues, just being aware and not ignoring the facts that are in your face. I definitely think if you're a person that can do that, you can definitely like self-help yourself. So I definitely have been talking to a therapist, and I actually stopped in the beginning of the summer, but I'm looking for a new therapist currently. Like, I'm on the hunt. I think I found one, but I'm awaiting to see. She has like a long waiting list. I'm definitely awaiting to become one of her patients. But in the meantime, you guys, I have definitely been self-helping myself. And I'm using the tools that I have. I like to use not only social media for fun and for the mess and for the drama. I like using social media for awareness, self-help, mental help. Like, social media, YouTube, Google, all of this stuff is like major tools you can utilize to literally help yourself in your own life. I just want to give kudos to Cynthia G. Like, I think she's more than a YouTuber. I think was literally sent from somewhere, God, I don't know. But you guys, any therapist I've talked to, nothing they've told me has helped me more than what I've learned from Cynthia G. Just the way it's hard to explain. I just started watching her like I want to say for a year now. In August it made a year, so a little over a year. Just the way she breaks things down and explains things and tie together a lot of our traumas to a lot of behaviors, it has really helped me heal. It has really helped me to let go a lot of things that just don't benefit me anymore, and definitely helped me to become aware and just face reality. If you guys don't watch Cynthia G, definitely check out her channel. And I'm gonna tell y'all, when you first go over there, you're gonna be like, what the hell? I thought I was watching the Evil Witch from the Wiz. Like, when I first ran into Cynthia's channel, I was like, oh hell no. But then as I began to listen, just a lot of points and a lot of things they said, it all started making sense to me. And then I would do the research, and I'm just like, oh my God. You guys, check out Cynthia G. Check out Yanni, Paris Milan. I love Paris, Yanni, Nyla, Cynthia. Like, these group of women have definitely helped change my mindset on so many different things. It started actually for me with Chrissy. I don't know if you guys watch Chrissy, but definitely that helped open my eyes, and the other people I mentioned just helped further like my understanding of what's going on here. Like, what is going on in this current reality? Like, little story time. My whole life, you guys, I'm an only child, and I was raised by my great aunt. My mom, she was in and out of the picture, but my mom was pretty much present, but she was like occupied with my stepfather. So it was like, you know, my great aunt basically raised me. And the whole time as a child, I was very intuitive. I watched everything. I was very observant. I couldn't figure out, like, what is going on? Like, what that's not right, but it's still okay. And this is not right, but it's still okay. And I just couldn't understand a lot of things. So, like, for example, I noticed early all the hypocrisy around religion and the black church, religion period, but especially around the black church, because the black church kind of has this type of appearance, you know. It kind of has like this, we're like the squishiest, warmest, most loving religious people. And as a child, I knew it was cap. Like, y'all, I just knew it was cap. And little story time, I remember being at our family's church, and I remember a woman, I want to say I was around 7 years old, and a woman came in the church and she was yelling, and this said woman was supposed to be the pastor's side piece, and his wife was there, and they were arguing, and, you know, they ended up getting, his daughters ended up getting in a fight with the mistress side piece. And as a little girl, I was watching this like, wait a minute, like, I'm trying to put two and two together. It was just so confusing to me, because I thought that these people were righteous. The pastor shouldn't have a mistress. He shouldn't have a side piece. Like, it was very confusing. And when I would ask about it to my great aunt or whoever, they would just always say like, oh girl, pastors are human too. They make mistakes, right? And I always do the little, like, I would just be like a big question mark, because usually my great aunt was very zero tolerance with men and their BS. Like, she was definitely zero tolerance. She was the bougie aunt that's gonna tell you to leave these men alone. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't date a man with nothing going for himself, or don't date a man that's disrespecting you. Like, that's the type of woman my aunt was. So I'm very, like, even now as an adult, I wish she was still here, because I have so many questions for my aunt. Because I just want to know, why were you protecting this pastor? Like, why were you protecting his BS? You could have told me, like, you know, the truth. You didn't have to try to condition my brain into forgiving BS that people do just because they're religious. So that really kind of turned me off from religion. Another thing that turned me off was I always would ask my great aunt, my grandma, I would ask them questions like, you know, well, you know, if it's God and it's Jesus, and why do this happen to babies, or why does this happen to kids, or why did this happen to my cousin, or, you know, I would ask questions like that. And like, my aunt, she will always tell me, like, you never question God. You just supposed to have faith. You just supposed to have faith. And I was like, I need something more substantial than that. And I, like, for me to be a kid and to have that type of like interest in explanation, I just wasn't buying the whole, you don't ask questions, you don't question God, you just supposed to have faith. And I'm thinking, like, well, where are you just supposed to have it from? Like, that's what I would always question myself as a child. Like, where am I supposed to just have it from? And then I remember getting baptized, and I remember it was like a little thing I had to memorize. And I remember, you know, getting dressed in the all white outfit, and then I'm walking out. I got baptized with my cousins. We all walking out, and then I get on the, you know, walk up the little steps, and I get in the little pool thing. I remember my pastor putting his hand over my face and dunking me in that water before I said, hold on, let me hold my breath. And I remember hating it. Like, I didn't feel like Jesus Christ was my savior in that moment. I didn't feel like this was something I wanted to do. I didn't even know what was going on. Like, the whole thing didn't make sense to me. And I really think black people, and I know it's usually the women doing this type of tradition. If your children, like, you're putting it in your children to say this stuff and do this stuff, and they don't know what's going on. Like, I can tell you guys, when I got baptized at 9 years old, I didn't know why. The only reason why is because my mama and my grandma and my auntie is telling me to, and because Jesus Christ, I'm accepting Jesus Christ as my savior. Every time I would ask questions about this man or this entity, you know, it was basically, they would just kind of like gaslight me. Like, to me, if you've been in therapy, okay, when you ask questions about this religion that black people just love to be a part of and use to their benefit, every time you ask questions about religion, you get gaslit, literally gaslit, and you can tell you're making the religious person angry, so you just leave it alone. So that was just a little quick story time. But get into why I wanted to do this video. I was on Instagram today, and I was, you know, scrolling like always every morning, and yet again I come across a video from TD Jakes. You guys, from the first time I've ever seen TD Jakes on TV at a BET Awards, whatever, I was like, I don't like him. Like, his vibe, like his face, his tone of his voice, it's just something about him. Spirit was telling me, like, he's not a good man. I know it's cliche, a lot of people don't believe in it, but I think I'm really an empath. Like, I can literally feel energy. I don't even have to be around you in person. I can feel the energy, and I get like a sense of who you are from seeing a damn picture or video of you. Like, it's just a feeling that I get. My whole life, I've noticed I always choose to ignore those feelings and those signals based off culture or what somebody's telling me. When you, as women, I don't know if all women, but as women, black women, we should start following our gut. Okay, we should start following our gut. But back to the video. So I'm watching a TD Jakes video, and it literally made me sick, you guys. Like, I am so tired of this. I'm tired of this community using religion to control women and make excuses for their BS. And I'm tired of them using religion to like ease in the misogyny and the mental health issues. Okay, let's get into this video, y'all, because it's just, I'm tired of it. So this video was posted by Spiritual World, so let's get into it. The title says, men need encouragement and speaking life into. A wise woman knows how to speak into her man without causing strife.
Do you realize that men get angry when you out-talk them? That your tongue is your weapon, and that you can win the battle and still lose the war? The right word spoken by a good woman in a bad situation can make a man fly. You know how you are about your children, come hell or high water?
Right.
I'm down for you. Well, most of us.
First of all, that's a lie. Like, I'm here to tell y'all that's a lie. You can speak so much life into a person, and it means nothing. If people don't want to improve themselves on their own, you can't speak life into them and make them do anything. This is what I hate. It's taking away the self-accountability. It's taking away self-accountability. We have to be accountable for what the fuck we're doing, period. Like, oh, I'm so sick of it.
Well, most of us had that with our mothers. and then we marry you. And we watch you give it to your children. And this is what I want you to understand. I'm not blaming you for where they're broken, because they were probably broken in some way when you got them. I'm telling you how to minister to the brokenness without emasculating the patient.
You guys, these men, and he's a pastor, okay? He's supposed to be the good men of our community. He's supposed to be mentally stable. He's supposed to be righteous. This man basically just said men are marrying women, which we know most black men aren't marrying anybody, and if they are, they're getting divorced immediately, because he said men are marrying women and watching them give their children this undivided attention, being like a ride or die. Okay? If you bother their kids, you're gonna feel the wrath of hell. Like, are these men jealous of the unconditional love that women are giving their children? But it's a catch-22 for me, because on the flip side, you guys, women, how long are our children babies? I want you to go in the comment section below and let me know, how long are our children babies? Not a very long time, okay? Not a very long time at all. A lot of us women, a lot of us mothers, we need to have the same energy for our male children that we have for our female children, okay? Because for some reason, a lot of black mothers are able to hold their daughters accountable. They're able to expect more from their daughters. They have the ability to believe in their daughters. They believe their daughters are strong, and they literally expect their daughters to succeed. I'm gonna need black mothers to have that same energy for their sons, because I am a black mother with a black son, and Kyrie will be 7 in a few days. And yes, 7 is still a very young child, but he is not a baby, okay? Kyrie has rules, he has expectations, and you know, he has boundaries, okay? Look, he is not a newborn where I have to give him everything he wants, feed him on demand, change him on demand. I'm at his beck and call when he's a newborn and a little baby. I have a 7-year-old son. He is a big boy. He's a young boy. I'm not putting up with bad behavior. He's held accountable of it every time. The bad language or any of that, it's not going to be none of that. Oh, he a boy. Oh, he's just being a boy. It's none of that. He's just being a boy. It's none of that. Speaking of, I want to show you guys another video. And I posted this the other day on my story. And my cousins were sending me messages like, oh, you're not going to protect Kyrie if he get in trouble with this or get in trouble. Look, I'm going to tell y'all like I told my cousin. Yes, I'm going to be there to support my son. Yes, everyone makes mistakes, but continuous behavior is not mistakes. Making somebody a hashtag is not a mistake. Grape is not a mistake. Manipulation and calculated abuse and control is not a mistake. Being a habitual liar is not a mistake. These are not things that I'm, willing to cover. Bad behavior continuously in school is not a mistake. Disrespecting teachers and other women and other people, it is not a mistake. If I have a child that chooses to be like that, after I've tried to correct it, you guys, it's literally above me. Like, I'm sorry, I don't have this mentality of where I'm going to break my soul and back and I'm bleeding and sweating to make somebody do the right thing. Like, I just don't believe in it. And I know it sounds like strong, but You guys, it's honestly the opposite. It's honestly very feminine. It's honestly very soft to not try to break your back to make somebody behave, even if that somebody is your child, you guys. And I just noticed it's no balance in our community. It seems like it's more so everyone is giving like the males all of these chances after chances after chance. You gotta talk life into them. You gotta, you know, it's your son. You gotta take care of your sons, your husbands, my mans, you guys. I'm so tired of it. Let me show y'all this video really quick, and then we're gonna go back to the TD Jakes video and finish. You guys, I'm so tired of the BS. This video was very eye-opening for me. It says my son is crying in his room because he cheated on his girlfriend, and I told her. So I just feel like I'm not gonna be one of the mothers that protect my son's lies. If he wants to be a cheater and he wants to do all these things, do that away from me. If you bring it in my home or my aura, I'm telling. Like, I'm not gonna allow my son to be a dusty. And people might think that's treasonous, but I don't. And I'm gonna tell you guys why. Mothers need to start holding their sons accountable like this, because if not, you're gonna breed some weirdo that's like TD Jakes, who thinks we see you ride or die for your kids, be ride or die for us. These guys are literally watching you love on your sons. And not only love on your sons, but be dumb for your sons. They are watching black women be dumb every day for their sons or other black family members. So when they go out and date you, they're expecting that same type of energy. Like they're expecting unconditional love. And people love to say, well, it's women too. Women want their husbands to be their daddies. And it's just like, we don't have dads though. Most of us don't have dads. Women that want a provider and a protector, that doesn't mean we want our dad. Any man that's claiming he wants to come start a family with you, start a relationship with you, why wouldn't you want someone who's mentally sane, okay, have the ability to comprehend, have emotional intelligence, be a provider? Why wouldn't you want those things? We're women. We carry the babies. We get pregnant. We get the baggage. Why wouldn't we want to create with a suitable suitor? What is wrong with y'all? And for these men that are wanting their mommy and their girlfriends and wives, it's giving you need more than a therapist. And we've just seen what happened with therapists. We see what they do. We see what they do.
I love nothing more than to see the black man prosper, but you are not. You are not, and it's hurting me. So I apologize for saying y'all are dusty. I apologize for that, but my message is clear. Y'all are hurting and you desperately need to talk to someone.
Y'all need more than therapy. You guys need psychiatric help. And you know, I actually took it upon myself to do a little statistic work. Did you know only 2% of black people are psychiatrists? It's giving mental health crisis across the board. And you guys, like, black people are so against mental health. Okay, and we have so many mental problems, and y'all got the nerve to be against mental health. Make it make sense. What's not clicking, Steven? Like, I don't get it. Y'all have, did you hear this man, you guys? He literally said, we see you ride or die for your kids and we want the same thing. And then Here's the catcher. They want us to be ride or dies for them, and they don't even give us the bare minimum. This pastor is sitting up here gaslighting. He's making it seem like black women haven't, he's making it seem like women haven't spoke life. He's making it seem like women haven't been ride or dies. 9 times out of 10, most black women do not have boundary standards or expectations. We accept any damn thing. Just his level of like delusion. He's delusional to the facts. I don't understand how he's telling black women speak more life, care for us more. I want you to treat, he's saying I want you to treat me like I'm your newborn son. That's literally what he's saying. And you black women that do treat your sons like y'all married to them or like they can do no wrong, please seek therapy and psychiatric help. Like, I know we all go through traumas, but you guys, like, seek help. Seek help. Seek help. These men, these males are saying it every day that they hate you. I don't know if it's people taking their individual experiences and placing it over the whole black male community. But just because you have a good son or a good dad or a good uncle or a good husband, y'all do know that's not common, right? Y'all do know that y'all in the minority, right? Majority rules. I'm able to separate the two, okay? Yes, I have a son. I'm still able to see a lot of the issues. I'm still able to see that my one experience is not the world's experience. I'm able to see that, yeah, I might have like a different experience from, you know, 100 other black women, but that doesn't mean I can't relate and that I don't see the problem. I don't know what's going on with women that's doing these type of things, but y'all are helping that TD Jakes man uphold his bullshit. Why y'all still, like, why y'all listening to this man? Why y'all still going to his church? Why y'all supporting him? And I know y'all doing it because, like I told you, I was raised by my aunt, and something my aunt would do is she would teach me about bills. Every month we would go through the bills. You know, she would have everything wrote down. She'd teach me about interest rates. And when I was little, I remember one time asking my auntie, what's the tithes? What's that? And she's like, oh, that's what I pay to the church. I put that in the bills every month. And I remember as I got older, when my aunt when she was on a fixed income, she had retired from nursing. And sometimes things would be tight some months due to family stuff. That's another story. But sometimes things would get tight, and I noticed she always had that tithes payment just on her bills. And I'm like, auntie, you could actually not pay the tithes this month and catch up on other stuff. No, she was just saying, no, I have to pay my tithes. I have to give back. I won't be blessed. You get your blessings from this. Y'all, my auntie would pay the church $500 a month. If my aunt was still alive right now, I honestly think she would watch these men on a device and try to pay, you know, electronically. It's just so disheartening for me. I wish black women would wake up. We have the power to control this narrative. You know, I'm gonna let you use your imagination, but we have the power to control this narrative. Child.
Okay? If you got a man that life has beaten and he comes home to a woman holding a whip, don't be angry when he looks beat down. And he comes home to a woman holding a whip. Don't be angry when he looks beat down. Do you?
Okay, so not only is this pastor a misogynist with mental issues, he's a slavery freak. What does a man coming home from a bad day have to do with slavery and whips? What are y'all talking about? People have bad days at work sometime. Why are you associating that with slavery? That's what I want to know. I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, are y'all obsessed with slavery? Does slavery make you get an erection? Like, I don't understand the whole whip thing. What are you talking about? It's mind-blowing. And then him saying to minister to the ones that are hurting, and why do we have to minister to these men? Why don't these men have any emotional intelligence to help themselves? Why y'all so needy? Y'all so needy. Y'all claim y'all the biggest, the strongest. Y'all have a hard day, and when you come home, you looking for what? All a woman can do is, if she's your woman, is support you, ask what's wrong, this and that. Y'all looking for somebody to pick y'all ass up just like this and rock you. Y'all want us to take our titty and put it in your mouth and rock you and rock you and rock you till you come? Is that what y'all want? I'm just gonna say this. If you're a black woman and you still associated with pastors and churches like this, you really need to do some self-reflecting. You really need to open your eyes, and it's time to wake up, ma. Like, my grandma, whoever, it's time to wake up. Like, y'all have capes on for these men, and these men don't have capes on for you. They're jealous. We both went through master hitting us in the back, but we were able to elevate. Okay? They are jealous that with all of our trauma, we're still elevating. And they're jealous that we don't have to put up with this. These pastors are jealous that we can be spiritual on our own. We can have our own relationship with God without them. We don't need the middleman anymore. I'm sorry, middleman. I'm sorry your business is getting cut out. I'm so sorry. But, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. Like, get with the times, black men. Keep up. Y'all miss the past so much because y'all can't keep up with the modern times. I'm only talking about this because if it was just one-sided, I wouldn't even give a fuck. I probably wouldn't even talk about it. I'm talking about it because black women, we're a part of this. We're doing this. Please stop. I look around at my family, my friends' families. You guys, women are covering the BS. Y'all accepting it. Y'all trying to make y'all kids cover. Y'all trying to make y'all daughters cover the BS. My own mother told me, being all men the same, you might as well get one and keep that one and figure it out. Because they gonna cheat. They gonna cheat. They gonna diss. I'm being instructed to deal with this and think it's normal. And I mean, I was told this from a young age. Just molding me to be a worshiper. And this doesn't just go for black mothers. This goes for black women. Like, stop molding your friends to be a worshiper, and your sisters and your cousins. Stop having this one-sided loyalty and this one-sided care and this one-sided speaking life into. And y'all know how black women treat their daughters versus their sons. And if you can start there and just learn, like, that's all I'm asking y'all. That's all I'm asking. I won't be one of the mamas. Y'all really need to go to psychiatrists. Like, y'all giving me straight jacket vibes. I'm out, y'all.